Good News Friday, and hence, I've got good news. First, we start with feedback from the SHRM 2019 Conference and Expo in Las Vegas. For those of you who don't remember or don't know, that's the one where Gary did two big mega sessions and nearly 1,000 people in that huge room. And of course, based on the feedback and the work that our sales team has been doing, results were pretty good. But the official feedback just came back from SHRM, where it ranked us against all the other speakers at the conference over the course of that week. There were 316 speakers, including Martha Stewart. Gary ranked second. That's right, the second highest score out of all of those speakers for the entire conference. That is amazing. It's unbelievable. We know it's that good. Now everyone else knows it's that good. So Gary, awesome job as always, but a special shout out to Spencer and Jerry and Rob Lynch for setting that up for success. Sales team, let's capitalize. Great work. Now we're going to continue on with Mr. Gary Mills and that theme of success. Over in the UK, Lizzie and team have been obviously creating new clients left and right, and one of those new clients is the huge software company BMC, where Gary just recently delivered the very first workshop there. Now, here is a direct quote from the human resources country leader of the UK and Ireland, and her name is Michelle, and she says, quote, "My impression of Pinnacle is highly professional, easy to work with, flexible, and delightful people to work with as well. I hope we can work together more in the future," end quote. So that tells me that Lizzie and Francesca and Jody and Sarah were doing all that diligence and the customer reaction and being responsive and flexible and getting them everything they needed in order to make Gary set up for success, who of course did his job. That's how we do it, guys. So great work. Let's keep them going and building that company up to the next level. Awesome job. Now, we move on to trainer success stories. Now, before I get into these success stories, I want to first preface this by saying, on any given day, almost every single workshop that you trainers deliver, we're giving you kudos. I know one-to-one. I'd love to give 27, 30 kudos every week for the amazing work that you all do, because we know those surveys only tell part of the story. You can rockstar your delivery, but at the end of the day, someone might mark a check mark on something that's out of your control, like the environment or the materials or anything like that. So when I do announce those who have had perfect evaluations or a slight check mark, just know that we know you're all doing an amazing job. So this is more along the lines of just sharing the unicorn stories where the training was so good they forgot how bad the room was, or they didn't care about the materials. So with that, a couple of kudoses to, first, Jess and Jason Denusak, who tag teamed a workshop or two workshops at JP Morgan Chase. 15 people in the room. Every score was perfect. One Yahoo checked materials as not perfect, but good or very good. So while they liked it, that was the only blemish. Guys, awesome job with what can sometimes be a very challenging audience. The next kudos goes out to Mr. Kalen Strauss, who did roll a perfect score at Knoll Furniture. Perfect 8 people in the workshop, all boxes checked. What that tells me is he was so good they didn't care about the materials or the temperature in the room or anything else. So Kalen, awesome work. Now, another trainer success story, and one that involves an above and beyond award, and that goes to Olivia Porter. So Olivia's been doing some private coaching with one of our clients, and the person who usually brings us in for this particular client can often be high maintenance, and in this case proved that she was again. And she asked Olivia, without asking Pinnacle, if or Cindy, the relationship managers, if indeed she would be comfortable, or could she edit the slides for the executive that Olivia was coaching. Without missing a beat, Olivia said no problem. She did it. She didn't have to do it, but she did it. And of course, the client was super happy, which means we'll probably get more outrageous requests in the future. But in the meantime, Olivia, thanks for stepping up, making the client feel that we are always flexible and there to help them. So for that, be on the lookout for an above and beyond award coming your way. Finally, last piece of good news, and it is another new member to the Pinnacle team. This person has actually been with Pinnacle since the beginning in some sort of fashion, but never officially worked for Pinnacle. She actually designed the Pinnacle logo, along with Gary coming up with the great name of Pinnacle Performance Company. She's helped us out over the years in design and marketing and all different kinds of efforts on that front. But now she officially is a Pinnacle employee, and that is Mr. G. Riley Mills's fantastic collaborative partner in life and wife, Ms. Jo Mills. So Joe, welcome to the team officially. Now you actually get to get paid for all that great work you do for us. I know Jerry is relieved to have another resource to start doing more of the marketing efforts and design efforts that we've been hoping to get to. So welcome aboard. That's it for the great news. I'm sure there's plenty more coming in by the end of the day, but everyone enjoy the 3-day weekend in America, and everyone else around the world, enjoy your weekend.